Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We are taking a look today at the air signs, and we've changed up the subject during this reading, and we are taking a look at who is shoulder watching you, aka also known as cross watching. It is those who, instead of like peering in and attending to their own energy, they're actually looking over your shoulder, trying to see what you're doing and what you're getting into. So, we're going to take a look and see who is shoulder watching Gemini. Thank you, Gemini, for stopping by. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. And like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. And if you feel so inclined to do so, you are more than welcome to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified. And yeah, if you find yourself subscribing, welcome to the community. I do encourage you to comment if you feel comfortable doing so. Um, and I will most definitely reply and respond. I'll talk back. If you have questions, feel free to do that as well. Okay. Welcome, Gemini. Let's take a look. Who is watching? Who is shoulder watching Gemini? Please and thank you, Spirit. Give us as much information as possible as we take a look and see the energies that are tapped in and watching Gemini. And these are energies that could be watching you through social media. They could be asking about you. They could be watching you in person from afar, like they could live across the street from you, watching you through your windows. They could be watching you in any kind of way. Let's find out who that is. Who's watching Gemini? Who is watching Gemini? All right. For you, Gemini, what came out was the Two of Wands, the Tower, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Two of Swords, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups. Okay. So first, let me point out, I do feel like there is this, it could be another Gemini, right? But there's this father-like energy that's showing up here with the King of Swords and the King of Cups. I don't know if you have like a lot of connections with like older male energies. I see a couple here. And so it could be like father-like energies that keep an eye on you or keep tabs on you in some type of way. But I do see that coming through here. One feels like they could be really talkative and possibly really strict, and or maybe not strict, but rigid in certain ways. But very talkative. Probably like to have things done in a certain way. The other one feels a little bit softer. And a little bit more like one person is heady. It's all air energy. The other one is heart energy. And so this person might be just a little bit more flexible than the other and a little bit more connected with their heart space. And so they may be a little bit more softer and a little bit more flowy. One person you might be able to go to and make sure, like, if anything needs to be done, this person is there, but they may not be like the mushy type. The other person feels like they would be more apt to give you like hugs and, kisses. And so, but I also have this energy that Um, it almost feels like an energy that you might be currently making a choice about, or you made some type of difficult choice around this person. Yeah. So I have a couple of twos out here. Twos for me represent like the energy around partnership. And so this person could have been someone that you chose at one point in time over someone else. That also could be the energies representing here. The King of Swords and the King of Cups could have represented like some kind of choice that you had here. But the Two of Wands would be like someone that carries like a young energy. Yeah. Someone who is very much concerned about future plans or endeavors, somebody who is probably very optimistic. They're looking forward, someone who is very much future focused, whoever this is. It could be someone who you may have had some kind of partnership with, or you may have a partnership with right now. Yeah. Or this could even be future focus for you. This is somebody that is in some way going to be a part of some choice that you have in the future. hmm And the same with the Two of Cups. Instead, the Two of Cups is not necessarily future focus, but the Two of Swords, excuse me, the Two of Swords is a dilemma. Like it's being stuck, needing to make this choice before you can move forward. And so there's something difficult about these energies that are watching. Maybe some of them are like wanting you to choose them real bad, right? It would be like the male version of the pick Misha. I don't know what that would be, but whoever this is watching you is wanting to be chosen by you. And it has been difficult. Maybe you've refused to choose and you haven't chose, right? But they're watching you, whoever that was. Yeah. There's someone here that feels like there's something that happened that just caused their life to be broken down in shambles, right? With this tower energy, it's almost like having a breakdown. Someone could have had a breakdown in regards to you in some type of way, shape, or form. Um, I don't know if they blame you for it, but I'm seeing that here. And so that's coming out here with the tower. It's almost like having a moment where everything just falls. Whatever plans that they had, it didn't succeed, right? Everything that was done in an effort to have those plans go through, it didn't. Everything just kind of fell by the wayside with this person in some type of way. Maybe they had hopes around your energy or doing something with you or for you. For some reason it didn't work out. I also see the 10 of cups. So definitely family could be watching, those that you consider to be family close to you, those that you take care of in some type of way. 10 of cups is close knit relationships that have some type of connection. There's some type of possible care being given either from these people or for these people. It's family. So family's definitely watching you, watching over your shoulder. Um, Someone is up at night constantly worrying, possibly crying over you. There's someone here with this Nine of Swords, and I'm going to show you this one because, as you can see, yes, it's rough right now. It's rough. Someone's having a hard time. Um, Sleepless nights, worrying, just can't even think straight. Someone's messed up, that's watching you. Not sure what happened there. I do have the Three of Wands too. This is someone that expects to expand in some type of way with you. I feel like it is related to the desire to be chosen. Someone has in their mind how the future is going to look. They already have it all planned out. It's all mapped out in their mind. They can see it clearly, and they've already signed the documents, for everything that they're going to lease for y'all life together in the future. They have it all planned out. They have created and concocted the life of the future with you, whoever this is. And so what I have here is I have Aries energy coming out twice. I have Pisces energy coming out twice. I have Gemini energy coming out twice. And then, let me see, what is this? Libra energy. Yeah, so heavy Gemini, heavy Pisces, and heavy Aries energy coming out for you, Gemini. I get the sense like someone has not, or maybe they're jumping the gun. This person who has your future all planned out, like, yeah, they have it all planned out, right? They know how many kids y'all having, how many pets you have, how big, the house is, what kind of car y'all gonna drive. They have it all planned out in their head. If only you would choose them, right? That's what I'm getting here. Let's see. But I do feel like there is, could be fatherly figure coming out here. It could also come across as these masculines wanting to be like that energy, wanting to protect and provide, right? Or it could be, father figures, older men that you have in your life. Let's see, what are their intentions towards you, Gemini? What are their intentions towards you? These energies that are watching you, Gemini, what are the intentions of these energies? All right. So the first card that came out was Wrath. Somebody upset. Something didn't go somebody's way, and they're upset. The Tower did come out. So I felt like there was an energy of ruin in some type of way. Something didn't quite go the way that someone had planned, and maybe they lost everything. I don't know. But this Wrath card is coming out for someone's intention. And so someone may, in fact, be burning up inside with fury about something as it pertains to you. I don't know what that could be. Maybe we'll clarify that here. But that's coming out, wrath. Like there is some, and it may be a group of people that are feeling this, because I see a lot of birds that are circling here. It's not just one person. It's a bunch of people that are involved here in this energy. So maybe it wasn't just one, maybe it's several that were affected you know, by whatever this misfortune was here for this individual that's watching you. Um, I also have something about territory. There may be something about um, someone wanting to take something back. Territory is all about power struggle. It's about, and I can't help but think of, like, you know, how the whole idea behind, you know, banging is to claim a certain, you know, territory or set. You know, it feels like that. Or it could be something like, maybe you opened up a business that someone else had, and your business is doing better than them, and their customers is starting to come over to your business and buy from you. Now they feel like you're stepping on their toes. You know, it could be something like that. And they're wanting to take back what you took from them. I get that energy. There's something about wanting to take back. There's a power struggle going on with territory in some type of way. It could be physical territory, but more than likely, I feel like it's something else. This has more to do with power here. There's like some type of power struggle, and this person is wanting to win at all costs. Okay, that's the negative energy I'm getting. Now to the good energy. Someone is looking to have some type of leisure with you, with play coming out here. Someone is expecting or wanting to possibly invite you for like a date or some type of leisure experience. Um, they might want to take you like to the beach, or they may want to go to like some type of water activity, right? But there's something about taking away from everyday life to actually go and do something that you enjoy, right? They may be inviting you here. It feels like a good intention, right? There's somebody also here that wants to gift you something. Someone's wanting to give you something. And it may not necessarily be money or anything like lucrative. This might be something a little bit more personable. You know, it may be something that has sentimental value instead of the, you know, money value. It might be something sentimental. Someone wants to gift something to you, or give you something, or do something for you. I'm seeing here that's their intention. And I don't know if they're looking for an opportunity to do that. Maybe they're just looking in, trying to see like where you are as far as headspace, busy, like what you're doing nowadays. They're looking possibly for an opportunity to bring this in. Someone definitely wants to talk to you. And I feel like for the majority, someone wants to ask you for something or ask you about something. Somebody wants to clarify something and make something clear, right? So either they're wanting to ask for something or get something clarified. There's something about being clear here. Someone wants to communicate with you. They want to talk to you. And so they may be watching for an opportunity. Maybe they've already sent a message and you haven't responded. So they're watching you to find out what could be so god darn important that you left them on red and you haven't responded. What's going on with you, Gemini? Where are you at? Right? And so they are watching you, trying to get some clarity, trying to see what's going on. And for somebody here, this could be like one of those people that don't mind dropping by and like peering through your windows. I'm seeing that here. Lastly, there's somebody that's very protective of you, and that's why they're watching you. That's their way of making sure that you're good. and that nothing is, ain't nobody popping off at you. They're watching you in some type of way. And this is not just social media. This could be asking around. This could be, popping up unexpected. This could be, watching from a distance. This energy is an energy of protection. You have that kind of relationship with certain people that you've actually assigned them to watch you. It could be that kind of energy too. I'm feeling here. Let's see. How do you feel? Let's tap in and see how you feel about these energies that are watching you. How you feel? How does Gemini feel about the energy that's watching them? How does Gemini feel about the energies that is watching them? How does Gemini feel about the energies that are watching them? Oh, that is too many. How does Gemini feel about the energies that are watching them? How does Gemini feel about the energies that are watching them? Let's get one more. So the King of Swords comes out, which says that you actually feel really good. This King of Swords means that you trust. Okay, there's clarity and there's nothing hidden there. Everything is out in the open. You are well informed, right? And so part of your feeling for some of the energy that's watching you, or particular ones, right? There is a mutual understanding and there's a trust. You trust them. As I said, especially with this Knight, this could be that energy of protection that comes in, that keeps everything clear, and secure and visible, right? I also have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, there's something that you trust, right? You feel really good. You feel secure. You feel nurtured. There's something about the energy that's watching you. For some of them, there is a very nurturing energy that's being given. And I feel like there's something about someone that's watching you. You may really not only appreciate them, but there's something about this energy that you may enjoy looking at. I'm getting that with the Queen of Pentacles. There's something different. So not only is there this very nurturing energy being given of trusting and this connection, and it does feel like there's some nurturing happening, but there's also something about this energy that you like to look at. I'm getting that. There's something about this, one of the energies that is very peculiar to you. You like to look at it. There's something about it. But I do feel like there is a sense of dependence in some type of way on one of the energies that's watching you and keeping tabs on you, keeping an eye on you. It could be a nurturing energy. Queen of Pentacles can absolutely be like a mothering energy, or it could carry that kind of energy. You feel like someone with the Page of Swords is like Oh no, you feel like that there's a part of them that's a little bit immature and snoopy. You feel like there's some of the energy that's watching you is snoopy for someone. You feel like they're super nosy and always watching. I feel like you may know because you're considering this person as being nosy. Okay. Maybe overly concerned with you, maybe all up in parts of your business that you don't want them in, right? With this Page of Swords. I also have the Eight of Pentacles. Um, there's something about the energy that's watching you that you feel either is worthy of working for, or you feel like you need to work for it, for them, whatever it is that they offer, whoever this is. There's something about this energy that you feel like you have to work for it, that you have to put in work. And there's some part of um, yourself that needs mastering when it comes to this energy. I don't know what that's about, but it seems like you have been doing a whole lot in the background, mastering some things and working, getting, certain things together about yourself. Um, there's something about the energies that's watching you that you feel like this work needs to be done, right? In order to maybe even align yourself with the energy. There's something about the energies that's watching you. You feel like you have to do work for the energy. This could absolutely be, work partners. We did have a lot of twos that came out. So this could be around the decisions that you're making, who you're going to work with or who you're going to partner with. But there's something about putting in a lot of work for this partnership or for this person that's working with you. Eight of Pentacles is it's action, it's work, it's actually mastery. It's a pretty significant amount of work. So whoever this is that's in mind when you're doing this work, they must be very important to you because you're doing a lot of work when it comes to this person, whether it's partnership or anything else. Okay, you're putting in a lot of work. You see them as worthy of working and getting busy. This Five of Wands is coming in. Somebody you're not enjoying very much. You think that they are messy with the Five of Wands, very busy. Like you could consider them to be like busybodies, always having some drama going on or some type of confusion. You might even consider them ditzy, right? There's something about the Five of Wands that is very just scattered energy, unorganized, possibly loud, right? I don't feel like you are comfortable with this energy. One of the energies that's working or that's watching you or keeping tabs on you. You're a little bit thrown off by this energy. It almost feels like this energy always has something going on, just constantly. And then lastly, we have the Page of Pentacles. So it feels like you have a lot of different focuses here. And this is something that you're starting. Like, I feel like you're reaching a master level when it comes to possible how you're feeling about working with or working for someone that's watching you. But then there's something else that you're starting with the Page of Pentacles. You're starting something else, like another project or another, venture. And you're very eager to get started, and to start mastering this as well. And so you are very busy, very busy. And this could even be being willing, like whatever this energy is, you are open and willing to expose yourself to, learn even more. Whatever this is, you feel like it's worthy of being vulnerable and opening up and allowing yourself to be taught even more, right? And so, whatever this is, it does feel work oriented, but it could be that because family came out as well. It could be other things, it could be relationships, it could be partnerships, it could be any area, right? These people that are watching you feels like you have different feelings, right? Some of them get on your last nerve and you can do without it, but others you feel like you probably are putting in and investing to have these energies incorporated into your life, however that is. There's some very important and significant energies that are here for you. And it feels like that's where all of your attention is going. But then there's also other energies on in the background or on the sidelines that may be vying for your attention, that's coming through as just being outright irritating at this point. That's what I'm seeing here. Lastly, we're going to see when it comes to these energies that are showing up here, that are watching you and watching over your shoulder, how will these connections end? How will these situations end here? How will these situations end for Gemini? How will these situations and connections end for Gemini? Ah. So I feel like the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands, for the energies that are showing up, it looks like it's turning out really good. Like you'll continue to create. You'll continue to reject the energies that you don't have time for. I got the Magician, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Cups. And you'll continue to make time and room for those that you do have time for. You'll continue to just be really choosy and assertive and go for what it is that you find significant. I am seeing a lot of creative energy. So whatever you're working towards or working on, it looks like, it'll come to fruition very nicely with the Empress. Like you are going to make whatever choice is necessary and do whatever it is you need to do. It feels like you are at the on the side of choosing, right? You're on the side of choosing what this will be and who you'll work with and who will be a part of, whatever it is that you have going on right now. And it looks like it's going to be fruitful with the Empress, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Cups. Lots of creation here, creative energy. And then we have the King of Wands, which is the inspiration and the drive, the perseverance, right? The Magician, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Cups. I do feel like that Four of Cups says that you will put up good boundaries here. And so anything is not just going to go. Like there is something about putting up boundaries and saying no. Absolutely so. And so, yeah, I feel like you have a good handle on what's happening, Gemini. That's what it feels like. And it also feels like like who you have around you. With the High Priestess on the bottom, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Swords. You purposefully are not responding. For some reason, they may not be getting the message, right? I don't know. I will call somebody maybe once. If I don't hear back, that's pretty much the answer. No answer is an answer. So, for those that don't really have a place in your plans, hopefully they'll get the message sooner than later. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. Thank you so much for stopping by to Blood Moon Oracle. It's always a pleasure. Till next time, Gemini, take care. Good luck. Make sure you like, share, and comment. All right. Bye.